is a beautiful Saturday. It's 42 degrees outside. The birds are outside chirping. It's just got a little bit of rain going on outside. It's beautiful. Well, Mr. Mark, we're going to spend a little bit of time this Saturday talking about your new amplifier I just finished. Mark ordered this 13 months ago, I do believe. And I'm going to build it and its twin. The twin's going off to one of the James boys. He wants to buy it for a driver. This is amp number 2052. It's a 2-pill bipolar, 50 volt box. This is not a MOSFET, you guys. This is a 2-pill, 2-transistor, 50 volt unit. And it's on a 1x2 board in a 16-pill cabinet. The main reason I wanted to show the inside of this is I wanted to show the power supply that's in it. This is a Meanwell 1048, 20 amp continuous, 30 amp surge. More than adequate, even in its continuous rating. There's 6 amps more than what those 2 transistors pull worth of power supply. I had some of the little 7 amp modules in here and ended up having problems with one of them, and I said I just didn't want to deal with it, so I took all the modules out and threw them in the trash and put this $200+ supply in here and mounted it down in there. The main reason I wanted to feature the inside of this cabinet in the intro to this video was that I wanted to be able to show Mark that right down here is a little green and white wire. There's some green lettering on it in white. If you ever in the future decide that you want to run this on 220, you're going to cut the head of the plug off and put a 220 plug on it. And all you got to do to flip it over to 220 is down in here, take a flashlight and a little jeweler's screwdriver. And you're going to go directly down in through the holes here, and there's a switch. Now it's currently set for the 110 volt position, and you'd flip that switch forward to the 220, then you're going to cut that wire. It's not going to make it produce any more wattage. No, sir. It won't help the voltage stay. It's not going to change anything in the operations of this thing, other than it's going to pull a little bit less amperage, because the higher the voltage you put into the device, the least amount of current it's going to pull out of the wall. You know, Ohm's law. Yeah, people always forget the efficiency of the device. Anywho, 2-pill, 50 volt bipolar with a little upgraded supply going on. Now, let's see. That's it. It's beautiful, and there's not a whole lot in here. And like I said, probably Monday afternoon you'll see a video coming out with the twin of this with the exact same supply in it, but it doesn't have the 250 amp 15 amp modules in it. He wanted 30 amps worth of power supply to run a radio or whatever else he wanted to attach to this thing off of it. So I gave him 2 15 amp modules that I slaved together. They come out of this plug in the back of the unit. There's a little positive and negative plug back here for you to be able to either twist or plug directly into. These are twist with holes in them, or you can go get the little plug sockets that go directly in the end of it. But that's it. And your ground plug. So let me throw the tin on this, and we'll actually get on to the wattage portion of the test. Be back in just a minute. Bump, bump. Okay, let's do this to it. Now, Mr. M, this is your unit completed. This is fiberglass, so I didn't feel it was necessary for me to put the little metal guards on it. I did do the low profile grill guard back here in the corner for the fan cover. Now, you do have an OPT and standby switch that's on this thing. Okay. So OPT, you'll flip it up so you can go into operate, right? Standby is going to be down, of course, and it's not going to do anything. But the fan's going to sit there and run, so just in case you want to cool the power supply off. Today we're going to use a 1000 watt slug in PEP, 1000 watt slug in average, 5 watt slug in reverse, back from the Bird 10,000 watt dummy load. And we're going to use the Striker 955 with a 5 watt slug between the 955 and of course the amplifier. So, let's go ahead and kick this puppy on. And we're going to leave it in OPT because I want to show you guys something. Here's our pass-through tune. Hello, audio. It's really super low. Here's our drive power. Hello, audio. About 90 watts. Hello, audio. We're putting about 30, 40 bird into it. So we're going to kick the thing into operate now. Hello in the corner. Hello in the corner. About 425, 430 watts of peak power in the average position. Hello. Hello. You guys are saying, well, BBI, you're not dead keying an awful lot. here we'll spool it up a key, a couple 100 watts here, about 100 watt dead key. Hello, audio. Still 1,000 watts. Hello, audio. Hello. Works just the same. It's no big deal. These are the ultimate little driver guys for you dudes that have got the little high watt drive radios like this. About 90 watts drive max is about all you want to put into this, and it'll last you forever because that oversized power supply. Audio. Now let's go ahead and show the full peak. Now I've been laying that needle in the corner, and that looks impressive on camera and everything. It's kind of hard on the element, but audio. Audio. About 1,200 watts PEP. And that's out of 2 transistors, you guys. 2 bipolar 50 volt transistors. We're making 1,200 watts worth of peak power. So basically the same as a 2x4, but not pulling near the amount of current out of the wall, and not hardly any of the amount of bullshit you got to go through with the 2x4. And actually, what, 4 less components on the inside, which translates to 280 something less components overall in the box, I think. 130 less parts inside the amp, just by going to 50 volt bipolar devices instead of running 12 volt. There's better parts out there. Now, I'm not going to lie, the transistors that are in this amplifier were designed about 4 years after I was born. So this is old school technology, just being given a new life. That's all there is to it. Well, Mr. M, I'm sorry for the wait, buddy. I know it's been like 12 and a half, 13 months since you ordered the box. You guys, there's a reason I'm not taking on any more new orders. There's a reason behind that. I'm that far behind. I've got that much work hanging over me right now. I've got a year's worth of time. Not a year's worth of time. A year's worth of work from right now. If you ordered your amp this time last year, just is now where I'm just now able to get around to being able to build it. I've got this, a 48 pill. Well, first off, let me hit the brakes. I know as soon as this video comes out, I'm going to get a phone call from one of the James boys. Man, you should have sent that amp here. No, your amp is next. Like physically, it is the next amp that's going to come out of here, and it's going to be the little mirror of this one, except it doesn't have the internal power supply, the 12 volts. So relax, you're coming. That should be out probably Monday. The video will be out for that. Everybody is really super on edge. This amp's coming next, then the next one. Then after that, I've got a 48 pill and a 2x8 I got to build. A 24 pill, a 16 pill. And then after that, I got a ton of MOSFET stuff. And I mean, you guys are going to get sick of seeing the MOSFET videos. Hi guys, BBI again. Here's another 1 pill MOSFET. Yeah, I know I did 20 others before it. It's the same thing that we just talked about 3 days ago. That's what's going to happen. I get all the little MOSFET boxes out of the way, because everybody wants those really bad. And everybody's like, well, where are the MOSFET boxes? I'm like, they're coming. I've had all this other stuff on the books I've had to work on. Look, I'm working through it 1 amp at a time. I'm not going nowhere, and I ain't backing up. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do, but I'm not taking on any new orders. And until I can get some of this stuff out of the way, we're just going to keep chooching on, making 4 and 5 amplifiers a month, the same thing that we've been doing now for the last, yes, boys and girls, 7 years. Proud to say I've been around for 7 years now. And unlike others in this business, I built my own company. I didn't buy it. Gentlemen, my name is BBI. Without a shadow of a doubt, I am the biggest mud duck in Idaho. I get to build fun stuff like this because you guys keep asking me to. On to the next one. Another dude, 10-8 and straight. Gentlemen, call me at this phone number if you got any questions. Go to the webpage, www.bbiamps.com. There's a full list of everything I do and everything I want to do on that page. If you can't find the answers to your questions, call this number. Please make sure to hit subscribe. Guys, I'll see ya. Bye. And on a quick little side note, you guys, I want to not forget to remind you all that next week I am taking 4 days off from building. I'm going to be spending it with a very special friend of mine that's coming to town. I'll still be available for phone calls, but you're not going to see any production videos coming out of here after Monday until probably the following Friday or Saturday. So, you guys have a good one. I'm off and running. I got one more box to do, and then I'm going to go on a little mini vacation. I'll see you guys. Bye.